Over the last 30 days, my portfolio has absolutely exploded and I want to talk about it. So it is the best month that I've ever had by a country mile. I don't know exactly why this happened, but we're going to be getting into it right now. We're going to be having a look at all the shares I have. Sorry, super excited. This is a real good 30 days. All the shares I have, from the smallest ones to the medium ones, the large ones, between medium and large, the large and the extra large holdings. But it has been an unbelievable 30 days. So yeah, the best I've ever had. And then we're also going to be talking about how much money I earn at work and how this amount of money relates to the amount that I earn at my actual job. So with that being said, sorry, super excited. Let's get into the video. We'll start off with our smaller holdings, like I said, and we'll work our way to the large ones. I'm very excited about this video. Okay, let's get into it. All right, so guys, as you can see, we're starting off with our smaller holdings. Now, if you're new here, my name's Steve. This is the Extra Income Boss, and on this channel, you can see me go from a minimum wage warehouse worker all the way to a multi-millionaire. And at the end of this video, you might just believe me. Oh God, this has been a good 30 days. It will not continue. Certainly not, but I'm just reveling in the moment. So, small holdings. BT's up first. So the current value or holdings we have in BT, sorry, I'm going to be smiling a lot during the video. I hope you're okay with it. So we have £8.51p in BT, and this represents a gain of 7.42%. Now, I say this every time we do one of these things. I should invest more into BP because it seems to be going up and up and up. As soon as I invest, that will go down. But yeah, BT's had a real good 30 days, as it always seemingly does. Now, Zymeworks up next. Really interesting one because it's a free share. So I didn't have to buy this, and you'll see throughout the portfolio there's a few free shares in here. So what's happened there is somebody has clicked the link in the description, or the link that's pinned into the comment section if I've been able to do that. If not, it's going to be in the description. They've started investing with Freetrade. Because they've used that link, they've got a free share. Yourselves have got a free share, and I've got one too. So creating money out of thin air. Thanks for watching the video. There's some free money. You can click that at the end of the video because you're going to want to watch this. So Zymeworks, £9.41p is our current holding. I say I haven't had to buy that, and that's just been given to me because of you incredible people. And over the last 30 days, we were down 3.24%. So with all the free shares, you can either hold them, collect the dividends, or collect the capital growth, or you can sell them straight away. It's completely up to you. So primary health up next. So we've got £9.50 into primary health, and this represents a loss of 0.68%. Next up, we have Money Supermarket. Our current holding in Money Supermarket is £9.94p, and we were down 16.62%, which is not great. That's a terrible 30 days there for Money Supermarket. Overall though, the portfolio does pretty well. But sorry, I feel super smug, and I should be, but but that isn't great. Okay, next up is Farmers National Bank. Now, this again is another free share, so I didn't have to buy this. This was given to me because you incredible people click that link down there, started investing in Freetrade, got yourselves a free share. I got one too. So Farmers National Bank. Over the last 30 days, we were down 8.27%, which is not great for Farmers National Bank. But I can sell it, I can keep it, I can do whatever I want with it. It's free money, so thank you. Okay, next up we've got Vodafone. Total holding here is £11.99p, so just shy of £12, and this represents a gain of 3.94%. Aviva's up next, just shy of £13. Our current holding here is £12.99p, and we were up 5.66% over the last 30 days. And then rounding off our small holdings is another free share that I got because of you amazing people clicking links, and that is First Internet, and you got one too. So that was £16.48p, that's our current holding, and we were down This is pretty bad. 22.16%. So not great for First Internet. But that is our smaller holdings all done with. Now let's move on to the mid-tier holdings. Okay, so kicking things off in the mid-tier, we have Summit Therapeutics, which is a free share. We also have IG, Biohaven, Admiral, Shell, Nike, which is a free share, and VHYL. Okay, so Summit Therapeutics, kicking things off. We have £21.85 in Summit Therapeutics. That's our holding, and we were up 24.83%, which is unbelievable. I think that is the best we do in an individual stock. We come close to it later on in the video, but that's the best gain in terms of percentage that we have over the last 30 days. Summit Therapeutics and free share. So thank you guys. After that, we have IG. So this is coming in at £22.68. That's our current holding, and this represents a gain of 6.58%. Another free share next in Biohaven. So our current holding here is £22.88, and this represents a gain of 5.87%. Next up is Admiral, £34.48 in Admiral, and this represents a little gain here of 2.38%. I say a little gain. To go up over 2% in a month is very good. This number's just been skewed in my head, but that's a good performance from Admiral. Shell is up next, so it's a little bit of a jump up here from £34 to £54. And this represents a gain of 4.34% in Shell. Now Nike, really interesting one. So I've been thinking about buying Nike for a while, but didn't have to because it was given to me for free and was given to one of you guys for free as well. And it is another free share. Total value here of the holding is £55.84, and this represents a loss of 3.36%. But I can keep Nike, I can sell Nike, I can collect the dividend on it. I think it's got about 2% dividend yield in Nike, 2.14%. So yeah, thank you guys for another free share, and that's come in, I think that came in last month, so thank you very much. And all these free shares are over, like, it's not like the whole the last like couple of weeks, is the whole time that I've been doing these videos, so thank you guys. And then next up, to round off the mid tiers, we have VHYL. So current holding in VHYL is £56.32, and this represents a gain of 2.61%. So that's all of our mid tiers. We can see Summit Therapeutics hitting it out of the park. That was amazing. And then we have a gain of like 6.5, nearly 6, 2, 4, down 3. So that's a really good performance there. Okay, so next up we have our Marge holdings. So this is our holdings between medium and large. So we have Diageo, Legal & General, VUSA, Greencoat UK, which is a new one for the portfolio, National Grid, HSBC, and United Utilities. So Diageo, current holding in Diageo is £59.42, and this represents a gain of 3.2%. Next up we have Legal & General, and who have an amazing dividend yield of like 8.5%. But the current holding in Legal & General is £63.72, and this represents a gain of 1.96%. Next up we have VUSA. So this holding here is £89.93, and this represents a gain of 3.2%. And then we have Greencoat UK Wind, so it's a renewable energy there. So we have £99.62, and over the course of the last 30 days, this stock was actually down 5.41%. National Grid up next. So I'm just on Greencoat UK Wind. I got in recently, so the performance over the last 30 days is down like 5.41%, but I did get in, like, was it last week or week before? So yeah, didn't lose a fiver there. I think I may have broken even, but over the last 30 days it's down nearly 5.41%, but I think that's a good stock to have. Next up, sorry, waffling, super excited. so much money. National Grid up next. This is the first one that we break £100. So we have a holding here of £119 and 24p, and this represents a gain of 3.63%. Next up, HSBC, holding of £121 and 56p, and this represents a gain, common theme this month, of 4.97%. This is all going to come back to bite me, I'm pretty sure. I'm so smug. They're going to get wiped out next month, but I'm just reveling in this. Right. So that was HSBC. United Utilities up next. So our holding here is £127 and 27p, and this represents a gain 4.19%. Thank you very much, United Utilities. Right, so that rounds off the Marge holdings. So next up, we're going to step into our large holdings. So kick things off, we have BAE Systems, then we have GSK, BP and Unilever. So BAE Systems, our current holding here is £147 and 4p, and this represents a loss what of 1.84%. So, you know, not used to them. God, this is going to come back to bite me for sure. Next up is GSK, where we have a holding of £194 and 18p, and we have a loss here of 1.05%. Next up is BP. So this is the first holding where we break £200. So we have a holding here of £201 and 7p, and this represents a gain of 6.08%. Back on the gain train. And next up, to round off our large holdings, is Unilever. So we have a holding here of £225 and 55p, and this represents a gain of 0.09%. So realistically, anything up in the month is fantastic. We've had quite a few up this month, but even that 0.09%, you know, I'm happy with. Also has a good dividend yield as well. I think it's around 3.5%, 3.4%. So yeah, pretty good for Unilever there. Right, now on to our extra large holdings. Hold on to your hats. Okay, so we have Rio Tinto, Tesco, British American Tobacco and the S&P 500, ticker symbol VUAG, which is my largest holding by a country mile. So Rio Tinto, we have a holding here of £271 and 65p, and this represents a loss of 1.74%. It's not a big, I mean, for a month it's not great, but we've had such a good month. Next up is Tesco. So we have a holding in Tesco of £276 and 51p, and this represents a gain of 3.22%, which is good. Well done, Tesco. And then we have British American Tobacco, and we have a holding here of £294 and 56p, and we have a gain over the last 30 days in this particular stock of 18.27%. So that's one of our largest stocks knocking it out of the park. So that's amazing. Okay, and then last but certainly not least is the S&P 500. So ticker symbol VUAG, and our holding here is £1,903 and 86p. And this will often determine if we've had a good month in terms of growth or a bad one. So over the course of the last month, we were up, shocker, oh, this guy, 3.33%, which is really nice, especially we got that amount of money in there. Those gains really do add up. So the total amount that we have, total amount in the account at the minute is £4,574 and 93p, and the amount we gained over the course of the last 30 days, £338.13, or a gain of 7.39%. This will not happen every month. There's stormy seas ahead, and in a minute we're going to talk about my wages and how this relates to all of that. But to go up 7% over the course of 30 days is obviously absolutely astonishingly good. I don't expect this to happen every month, because that would mean we'd be looking at a what, 85, 86, maybe 87% yield or gain of capital gains every year, which is nuts. So it certainly won't continue. If it did, I wouldn't be working for very long. Talking of work, how much did I earn at my job last month? So, wages at work last month were £1,780, which means, and like I mentioned at the start of the video, I work a minimum wage job and I will become a millionaire. Some of you started to believe that now, so am I. So, so wage at work last month was £1,780, which means my portfolio gained me, in terms of wealth, without dividends, without any additional income streams, which I talk about, which I do have, just in terms of growth on the portfolio, an additional 18.99% on top of my monthly wages, without dividends, without the additional income streams like the Amazon Associates program, etc., etc. So it is probably going to creep up now to over 20% of my wages, which is absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, that's just astonishing. An astonishingly good month. I'm just beaming at that month. Make sure you subscribe so you can see me get my comeuppance, because this isn't going to continue. But yeah, wow, what a truly unbelievable month. £388, and to not be so smug for a second. I am on minimum wage, and I do work in a warehouse, and I do work a grueling, back-breaking job that is very soul destroying. Back down to earth with a bump. And so this amount of money to be gained in 1 month is, it's unbelievable. And you know, a part of that is you guys, you know, clicking links and starting your investing journey, and you know, getting yourself some free money and free shares, and in turn I also get some free shares, and then they pay me dividends and grow this portfolio. And it's, yeah, so thank you for doing that and just being part of this journey where one normal bloke tries to become rich. That's the plan. But I don't think this is going to continue next month. But my God, what a month. Oh, love it. Right. So that was the month. Unbelievable month. £338.13, 7.39% on the portfolio over the course of the last month. Unbelievable. Now, if you want to see my beautiful face talking about money, then I will leave a video to it linked right there, and that will probably be my dividends. So all the dividends that paid out from these portfolios, I'll leave that right there. Apart from that, I'm Steve. I am now rich. I'm such a smug, oh God. Right, I will see you guys again in that one right there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. What a month. Peace.